Welcome to level 2, express in standard notation. We have 3 times 10 to the 6. So I'm going to use the shortcut. So this is 3 times 10 to the 6 is a 1 followed by 6 zeros, so a million. Okay, so we have 3 million. 7 times 10 to the 4 is 7 times 10,000, so 70,000. 10 to the 3 is 1,000, so 6 times 1,000 is 6,000. And then 4 times 10 to the 2, that's 100, so 400. 5 times 10 to the 0, 10 to the 0 is 1, so 5 times 1 is 5. Then we have 4 times 10 to the negative 3, so that's 1,000th. And then 9 times 10 to the negative 4, which is a 10,000th. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the trick, and so I'm going to have 3 followed by 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these little spaces I'm just pretending they're zeros, or blanks actually. And 7 times 10 to the 4. So 7 is going to be followed by 4 spaces. Okay, so I'm going to put the 7 right here, and there's the 4 spaces. So it's followed by 6 times 10 to the 3. So the 6 is followed by 3 spaces. 4 times 10 to the 2, the 4 goes here. And then 5 times 10 to the 0, so 5 is followed by 0 spaces. So all these blanks become zeros. Okay, and decimal point goes there. And then we have 4 times 10 to the negative 3. So negative, now this trick is a little bit different, right? So I'm going to do negative 1, negative 2, and then whatever, if it's 4 times 10 to the negative 1, that goes in the first decimal place. If it's 4 times 10 to the negative 2, it goes in the second. 4 times 10 to the negative 3 goes in the third, okay? So whatever the negative exponent is, that's the decimal place. So 4 times 10 to the negative 3. So the 4 goes here. 9 times 10 to the negative 4. So the 9 goes in the 4th decimal place. And that's it. Okay, here's another question. Let's use that same shortcut again. So 3 times 10 to the 4 is a 3 followed by 4 spaces. Okay, and there's no other positive exponent on the tens. So that's going to bring us all the way up. Like the 4 spaces are going to just turn into 4 zeros, right? So it's 3 followed by 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decimal place. 8 times 10 to the 3. So the 8 is going to go into the 3rd decimal place. So 1, 2. So the 8 goes here. 2 times 10 to the negative 4. So the 2 is going to go into the 4th decimal place. And then 2 times 10 to the negative 6. Okay, so we're going to have another empty space. And then the 2 goes in the 6th decimal place. Okay, and the empty space in between these two I filled up with a 0. All right. Let's try another one. 3 times 10 to the 3. So it's 3 followed by 3 blanks. 9 times 10 to the 1, so the 9 is followed by 1 blank. So the 9 goes in the second spot, into the second place, or into the tens place. The 8 goes into the ones place. It's followed by 0 zeros, or 0 blanks, okay? So the 8 goes here. All right, and then the empty spaces, I just fill up with zeros. Decimal point goes there. Then 8 times 10 to the negative 1. It's hard to read, but that's negative 1. So the 8 goes in the first decimal place. 5 times 10 to the negative 2, the 5 goes in the second decimal place. 1 times 10 to the negative 3, so the 1 goes in the 3rd decimal place. 3 times 10 to the negative 4, 3 goes into the 4th decimal place. Okay, let's do another example. 7 times 10 to the 3, 7 followed by 3 places. And 1 times 10 to the 2, so the 1 is followed by 2 places. And then 3 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, so that means we've got all the positive powers of 10. Okay, so the decimal point is going to go here. I fill up all the blanks with zeros, so 2 zeros. All right, 3 times 10 to the negative 3, that means this 3 goes in the 3rd decimal place, so 1, 2, 3. 7 times 10 to the negative 4, 7 goes in the 4th decimal place. 3 times 10 to the negative 5, so the 3 goes into the 5th decimal place. 8 times 10 to the negative 6, and the 8 goes here. All right, and that's it. That's how you express these expanded notations into standard form. And that's it for level 2. Have a good day.